The Gangster Regulator
What's up,
story.
everybody? This is your man, the Crypto Connoisseur, back again with another video. I haven't done this in a while, guys, and yesterday I was listening to Crypto Banter. I was listening to Ren Nuna, the crypto man Ren on Crypto Banter, and I got inspired. So Ren Nuna had what's his name, Michael Saylor. He had Michael Saylor on the channel. So he was interviewing Michael Saylor around crypto and the SEC, the regulators, as we see how they are impacting the crypto market right now, right? So Michael Saylor said something very. I like Michael Saylor because the way he thinks, you know, how he explains things, you can tell it's somewhere out of this world. Like he lives in his own planet, but not in a disrespectful manner. But he just thinks way beyond what the average person thinks about. So Crypto Banter, they asked him about the SEC and regulations and where we are currently. And there's something that he said that was very interesting. And Michael Saylor said, you know, 2 years ago, 2 years ago, this is when the now SEC head being Gary Gensler. I call him the Gangster Gensler. Gangster Gensler joined the SEC just over 2 years ago, I think. And when he joined the SEC, the previous head launched a lawsuit against Ripple Labs, calling XRP an unregistered security. Literally on his last day, this is him transitioning and giving the reins to Gangster Gensler. He sues Ripple Labs, and Ripple Labs, in their defense, they say, you've never clarified how Ether became a non-security. You classify Ether as a commodity, and we see ourselves in the same space. So you've never really clarified. So Bill Hillman was the then head of corporate finance. He went on national television. He went on, I think he was interviewed on Yahoo channel there, and he said the way he sees Ether is no longer a security because it is sufficiently decentralized. Now, when you hear Michael Saylor says he thought 2 years ago we would get clarity, and 2 years later he says he does not think we will ever get clarity from the SEC, the current regulator as it stands, because it benefits them. It benefits their agenda to keep things as murky as they are. The waters are not clear, right? So the way things are, it benefits the SEC, and it benefits whoever the SEC is really campaigning or working for, because the SEC tends to do work for the current incumbents, the biggest losers being the banks. The banks do not like crypto and what it stands for. They do not like Bitcoin. They do not like tokens that are here to shape the new the finance landscape, right? So Gary Gensler seems not to want to clarify what Ether is, because he was asked by Congress, by Senator Henry. He was asked by Congress, can you clarify, tell us what Ether is? Is Ether a security or a non-security? And he would not answer that question. And Ether is the second biggest token in the market. By market cap, it's Bitcoin and it's Ethereum. And this gentleman, because he knows that Bill Hillman was wrong in his approach. Bill Hillman said what he said because he was giving market guidance. And he does not now want to admit that Hillman was wrong. He does not want to admit that Ethereum was given a free pass, because this is what it is. So the argument here is, if Ethereum has been defined as now seen as sufficiently decentralized. Can we see how we define, how do we define these crypto tokens as now being sufficiently decentralized? Because there could be tokens that meet the same criteria as Ethereum now. So those tokens, according to Bill Hinman, according to the SEC, should now be seen as non-securities. I don't know if you understand my point. So there's something that Rand the man said in his previous episode. This is after the Bill Hinman documents came out during the week. And he said he doesn't understand how these documents now would help Ripple in its lawsuit, right? And to him, these Hillman documents are nothing better. And on that one, I disagree. These Hillman documents are so big and so damning, because these Hillman documents should give clarity to the market, to the crypto industry, to say, if you meet this and this criteria, we as the SEC will see you as no longer a centralized entity. You are now seen as sufficiently decentralized, and we will not see you as a security. So we want to know those factors. We want to know those factors. In fact, I would go as far as Congress should not allow the SEC to sue any other crypto token. Maybe the Cardano's and the Polygons and the Solanas should march to Congress. Maybe they should march to DC. And they should demand that the SEC give clarity to how do you see a token as sufficiently decentralized? Maybe the president should issue, what does the president of the United States issue when he decides, I'm going to give a law, I'm going to decide on a certain ruling. I forgot what he gives. But the president of the United States could come out and say, no token, crypto token, will be sued until it is decided by the SEC that Ethereum is not a security based on these factors that show that it is sufficiently decentralized, so that other tokens can follow the same suit. If you catch my drift, other tokens can do what Ethereum has done, so that they are not sued. Because you cannot have a token that's sitting at number 56 by market cap being sued by the SEC, but the SEC refusing to come out and say Ethereum is a security or a non-security. If it's a non-security, we are looking at these factors that are defining it as a non-security at this stage. So this is what I was observing from Michael Saylor and Rand the man, their conversation, and I thought maybe we need to take the conversation a little further. Maybe we need to force, I mean, Crypto Banter, such a big channel, maybe all these crypto channel, maybe all these individuals within the crypto industry should force Congress, should force the SEC hand that no token will be under fire from Gary Gensler. No token will suffer the gangster Gensler's wrath until we've decided what the second biggest token in the industry is and how everybody meets that criteria. That is just my thinking, my thought. I don't know. There's a lot of YouTubers out there, people doing content. Tell me what you think. This is my thinking currently, and I think right now Ripple has done a service to the crypto industry. We like to thank Ripple for what they have done, for ensuring that these documents that the SEC wanted to keep under wraps, Ripple thought that they need to get out. They forced the SEC to release these documents. You cannot hide how you determined Ether not being a security. Do not hide it, so that the rest of the community, the rest of the project can follow the same suit. I am again your man, the Crypto Connoisseur, back again with another video. Give your comments. Peace out.